Okay, guys, I'm going to try a new way of presenting the chapters because some of you in class were stating that the side view wasn't easy to view. So let's try it this way. I'm hoping that it'll be better. But okay, this is the requested chapter 29 percentages. Let's read the quick paragraph. The strengths of many solutions are expressed as percentage. For example, 0.9% sodium chloride injection, 5% dextrose injection. A solution is compared of two parts, the solute and the solvent. Okay, so the solvent is a substance, usually a liquid, but it could be a solid, in which the solute is dissolved in. And the solute is the substance dissolved by the solvent. Okay, so the percentage strength of a pharmaceutical compounds or of pharmaceutical compounds is represented by a given weight in grams of a drug solute in 100 ml of solution, which is the solvent. So basically powder and liquid, okay, or liquid and liquid. Okay, so 1 gram, for example, 1 gram in 100 ml is equals to 1%. All right, so 15 grams in 100 ml would be 15%. Okay, so you see here a couple of examples. Dextrose injection 5% contains 5 grams of dextrose per 100 ml solution. So 5 grams in 100 ml is also expressed 5 grams over 100 ml. Same for the sodium chloride injection. Okay, sodium chloride 0.9% normal saline contains 0.9 grams of sodium chloride per 100 ml solution. So it can be expressed either 0.9 grams / 100 ml or 0.9 grams over 100 ml. Okay, and same thing with the concentrated sodium chloride solution, 23.4%, which contains 23.4 grams of sodium chloride per 100 ml of solution. Okay. Also, some parenteral medications are expressed as as percentage strength. Okay, so magnesium sulfate injections are expressed as 50%, calcium gluconate injections 10%, and potassium acetate injections 19.6%. I'm going to go ahead and get started in the problems and kind of explain how I got my answers. Give me a moment. So let me just kind of put this in focus. Okay, so number 1 states how many grams of amino acid are in 500 ml of 8.5% solution. So again, because everything is grams per 100 ml, right? Or percentages are grams per 100 ml. Okay, so this pretty much says that 8.5 divided by 100, which will equal 0.85, is the amount of grams, okay, is the amount of grams that you would find in one. So 8.5% in 100 would be equal to 0.085 in 1 ml. Okay, but because we want to know how many are in 500 ml, we multiply it by 500 in order to get the 42.5 grams. All right, number 2, what percent strength solution would result if you mix 3 grams in sodium chloride in enough water to make 25 ml? Okay, so when you're looking for, when the question pretty much is searching for the percentage strength of the solution, you need to use the formula, pretty much grams that you're using over the ml, and then multiply it by 100 in order to get a percentage. Okay, so in this case, you're using 3 grams of sodium chloride in enough water to make 25 ml. So 3 grams in 25 ml. So 3 grams divided by 25 would give you 0.12. Then you multiply it by 100 to get 12%. Okay. All right, let's go on number 3. A powdered drug comes in a vial containing 2.4 grams. If the total volume after the diluent is injected is 6 ml, what is the percent strength of the solution? So again, whenever you see percent strength, you divide your percentage, or you get your grams that you're using, divide it by your mLs, and then multiply by 100 to get a percentage. So the grams that you're using is 2.4 grams. 2.4 grams. You divide it by the 6 total mLs that you're using in order to get the 0.4. The 0.4 times 100 is 40%. Okay. Number 4. A patient medication order calls for a liter bottle of acetic acid irrigation solution, 0.25%. How many milligrams of acetic acid are contained in each 30 ml irrigation dose? So here you're going to do a crisscross, because you have a 1 liter bottle, okay, that's equal to 0.25%. And you want to know what percentage, what would be in a 30 ml bottle. Okay, so you're going to do the crisscross. So you do your 100x, or 1000x, I'm sorry, is equal to 0.25 times 30, which is 7.5. Divide each side by 1,000, so you get 7.5x. And this answer that you get is going to be 0.0075 grams, or translated 75 milligrams. Okay. Number 5, you dissolve 170 grams in a drug of 1 liter water. Or wait, you dissolved 170 grams of a drug in a 1 liter of water. In 1 liter of water. What's the percentage strength? Again, when you see percentage strength, okay, you use the grams that you're using, divided by the mLs, and then you multiply by 100. So in this case, you're using 170 grams. Okay, your 1 liter is 1,000 ml, right? So grams that you're using over 1,000 ml gives you a number, or a decimal number, of 0.17. When you multiply it by 100, you do get 17%. So your percentage strength of this solution is 17%. Okay. Number 6. Make sure you got that. Number 6, you have dissolved 13.5 grams of a drug in 500 ml of sterile water. Okay. What is the percentage strength of the solution prepared? Okay, again, 13.5, which is the grams that you're using, divided by the mLs that you're using to get a percentage decimal, like a decimal number. And then you multiply it by 100 to get 2.7%. Okay. All right. And number 7. On hand is a 50 ml vial of mannitol injection, 25%. Okay, so you have a vial that's 50 mLs large, and the strength in that vial is 25%. Okay, your prescription, or your order, requires 3.5 grams. Okay, so again, how many ml should be withdrawn from the vial? Okay, so when you are creating a ratio with a percentage and you want to know, like in this case, you have a 25% strength and you need a 3.5 gram strength. In this case, the 25% means grams if you divided it by 100. So what you're going to do is you're going to do your 25 divided by 100, okay, in order to be able to do a crisscross crisscross equation, okay? The 50 ml doesn't mean anything, okay? It means simply that that's how big the bottle is, okay? Even if the bottle was 100 ml or whatever, it makes no difference in this case, because as long as this is 25%, the necessary grammage would be in that bottle, okay? It would be the same number even if it was 100, for example. Because, like, just to give you a brief explanation, if you were to divide 25% by 100, you would get 0.25, right? I'm sorry. 25 divided by 100, you would get 0.25, okay? And then you multiply it by your 50 ml that you have. And what this phrase simply says, it simply says that you have 12.5 grams, all right? On hand is a 50 ml vial of mannitol injection that is 25% strong, okay? In this phrase alone, okay, you have 12.5 grams of powder in order to make this 50 ml vial 25%, okay? So just keep that in mind. So now we need to give the guy or the patient 3.5 grams of this medicine. So what do? We have our 25 grams and we need to divide it by 100 in order for it to be a perfect crisscross equation, okay? Because this means 25 grams in every 100 ml, no matter how big or how small your vial is going to be. So 25 grams in 100 ml is your ratio, part 1. And then you want to give them 3.5 grams in what? Okay? So then you do your crisscross, your 25x equals 350, divide by 25 on each side, and you get 14 ml. So the question is asking, how many would you withdraw? How many ml would you withdraw from this vial in order to give him 3.5 grams? And in order to give him 3.5 out of the 12.5 grams in the entire vial, you need to withdraw 14 ml. Hopefully that makes sense. You might need to listen to that again if you didn't get it. Okay. I skipped over to number 8, and then I have more questions on other pages that I thought were more relevant because these are beginning to be similar to each other. Okay, so number 8 is how many milligrams of zinc sulfate are found in 4 ounces of a 0.02% solution. Again, whenever you have a percentage anything, you want to make it into a decimal. So percentage divided by 100, okay, equals 0.0002. And the reason why you're multiplying it by 120 is because 4 ounces, right? 30 times, each 1 ounce is 30 ml. So 30 times 4 would be your 120 ml. Okay, so your 0.0002 times 120 ml gives you the grammage of 0.024 grams, right? But we don't really express we don't express grams like this, 0.024. So we convert it into milligrams, which is 24 milligrams. Okay. So number 25, an order received in the pharmacy for 500 grams of 27% antibiotic ointment. How many grams of antibiotic powder will you need to make this ointment? Okay, so again, any percentage means grams, okay, in 100. So in order to get this reduced, you need to do your 27 divided by 100 to get a decimal of 0.27. Then because you need to figure out, because this is the 0.27 figures out how many is in 1, okay? So what you need to do is figure out how many is in 500. So 0.27 times 500 would give you 135 grams. Okay. All right, so let's do number 30. Okay. 30 states you have in stock a 30 ml vial of 23.4% concentrated sodium chloride injection. How many grams of sodium chloride are in the vial? Again, your 23.4% is going to be divided by 100 in order for you to get 0.234 grams, right? Per one is 0.234. Okay, so you need to know how many you're going to include into a 30 ml. Okay, you have in stock a 30 ml of 23.4% concentrated sodium injection. How many grams of that of sodium chloride is in the vial? Okay, so 0.234 gives you the grams for 1 ml. Okay, because this means 23.4 grams per 100. Okay, so now you need to know 0.234 times 30 ml gives you 7.02 grams in your 30 ml vial. Okay, and then when it asks you how many milligrams are in that 1 ml, you're going to say it's 0.234, or you're going to convert it into milligrams because nobody says 0.234 grams. You say 234 milligrams per 1 ml. Okay, your percentage equals your grams per ml, or per ml. Let me make sure. Okay. And the last question I'm going to do is number 41. Okay. Number 41, the technician is asked to prepare a 15% solution, and the drug is available as 250 milligram capsules. How many capsules will be needed to prepare 40 ml of that solution? Okay, so again, you have 15% of a solution, or you're asked to prepare 15% of a solution. So 15% of a solution, 15 grams over 100, is your 1 ratio. Okay? And you need to prepare 40 mLs. So it needs to be 15%. So your 40 mLs needs to be 15%, I'm sorry. So 15 grams in 100 ml, how many grams in 40? Okay, so then you do your crisscross, your 15 times your 40, your 100x, and you get 100x equals 600. Divide by 100 on both sides in order to get your 6 grams. Okay, 6 grams is what you need to give what you need to include in this solution. Okay, but you only have 250 milligram capsules. So your 6 grams needs to be converted to milligrams because that's what you're working with. So you multiply 6 grams times 1,000 in order to make 6,000 milligrams. Then you divide it by 250 milligrams in order to get 24 capsules. Alrighty, let me know if you have any questions, and if you do, ask them in the comment section so we can answer them once. See you later.